park, back out. Yeah.
And just for the record, I will be abstaining. I am a board member.
Okay. Do your roll.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
Abstain.
Mr. Bench?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Next thing we have is Good Samaritan. We have Susie Hillard.
Good evening. My name is Susie Hillard, and I'm here to update everyone about Good Samaritan House at 220 East 4th Street here in London. As the name implies, Good Samaritan House is a private, Christian, charitable organization that serves people who have no home. Our mission is to provide them a safe, temporary place to live, help them get jobs so that they can get their own place, and if they're interested, to learn about God. In July of '24, Good Samaritan House Director Dorothy Reimer stepped down after 8 years of inspired ministry and dedicated service. During her tenure, more than 4,000 people found help and hope at the shelter, as well as friendly faces, regular meals, and a warm, clean bed. When Dorothy left, the shelter closed temporarily while the all-volunteer board of directors conducted a search for her successor. In December, the board hired Karen Breland. Soon after Good Samaritan House's new director started work, the board of directors and Tracy Byers, founder and CEO of Isaiah House 5810 Ministries and Outreach, joined forces. Tracy, who operated a soup kitchen out of her home, moved her headquarters to Good Samaritan House. It's a more central location. Using the shelter's kitchen, Tracy and about 20 volunteers prepare free, nutritious lunches for residents and for anyone struggling with hunger from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So there is a thing called a free lunch at the shelter. The rest of the time, Good Samaritan House staff and volunteers prepare breakfast and dinner for residents. When there's food left over, Tracy and volunteers deliver it to homeless encampments in London and in nearby towns. Good Samaritan's living quarters include separate accommodations for men and women, 2 large dormitory-style rooms on opposite ends of the building, contain 10 beds for men and 6 beds for women. We also offer 6 small apartments furnished and decorated by volunteers for married couples and families. At least one member of the 3-person full-time staff is always on the premises. Volunteers play a significant role in the life and success of this ministry. These caring men and women help by talking with residents, greeting visitors, answering the phone, assisting with food prep, teaching classes on money management, interview skills, and other pertinent topics. If you're interested in serving or having a shelter representative speak to your group, please call us at 606-862-2872 or 859-924-8434. And you can also reach us through our Good Samaritan House page on Facebook. Our board members make frequent visits as part of their responsibility to ensure the physical and operational health of the facility. They're committed to being honest, transparent, and accountable in all matters concerning Good Samaritan House. They also want to convey their gratitude tonight to the individuals, groups, and churches who provide the support necessary to operate this ministry 24/7. And finally, we'd like to thank Mayor Weddle and council and some city employees for allowing us to to present tonight. We also want to recognize our public servants for coming to the rescue recently during heavy rains. They were on the scene quickly with shop vacs to remove water and protect the building from permanent damage. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next thing on the agenda in your packet, you'll notice there's several pictures from the street department wanting to surplus items. Randy is here to answer any questions you may have on that. What is council's pleasure on that surplus items? There's about 3 there.
On the Bobcat.
Randy, what do you think you could get from these items? What are you thinking?
Camper shell's pretty good shell. It's probably pretty good. No truck, it's been our sanitation under the wall. So, I don't know, I don't think we'll bring a whole lot.
Yeah.
But, and the Bobcat has a broken arm on it, so I'm not sure in the market what it'll bring.
Are you going to go through the government surplus?
Sir?
Will you go through the government surplus?
Yes, the
Okay.
same auction we go to.
Is that govdeals.com? Is that what y'all use?
Good.
Okay, yeah.
Is this the truck they haul the garbage to the dumping? Or is this another one?
That's a 7-speed. It's been under the wall and pulled the trailer back and forth out from under there, and then it can pull the trailer, but not all the way to the dump.
So you're just gonna use something else? Are you gonna get another Bobcat, or you already
I'm
replaced
not
it?
sure what, Jim. I think you probably need to replace the Bobcat at some time. That's why you want to surplus this one.
How long has this machine been out of service? Fairly recent?
Been sitting up behind the shop probably 2-3 months.
Okay.
I moved to allow the street
Looks pretty
department
rough.
to move this as surplus.
Second.
All right, do your roll call.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes. Randy, can I ask a question before he leaves? Randy, I understand we've had some accidents in the past couple of weeks with some skid steers. Is anything on these accidents, how are they followed up? Can you tell me that? Like, if an employee has an accident, what happens from that point?
That's not on the agenda, Judd.
Okay,
We have
never
to
mind.
stay
We'll
to the
talk later,
agenda.
Randy. Thank you.
All right, next thing on the is approved resolution 2025-01. That's in your packet. We'll have the clerk read it.
A resolution authorizing the submission of an application for Law Enforcement Protection Program grant funds through the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security for the purchase of tasers for the London City Police Department in an amount up to $184,000. Whereas the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security has a Law Enforcement Protection Program grant funds available for duty equipment for local government police departments, and whereas the London City Police Department desires to submit an application to the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security for grant funds in an amount up to $184,000 to purchase tasers, and whereas this grant requires no local match, and whereas it is in the best interest of the city to approve the submission of this grant application for Kentucky Office of Homeland Security funds. Now therefore be it ordained by the City of London, Kentucky as follows. The submission of an application to the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security for the purchase of tasers in an amount up to $184,000 is hereby approved. The mayor and any other appropriate city officials are hereby authorized and directed to execute any and all documents necessary for the submission of this grant application, and the London City Police Department is to act for and in the name of the city throughout the administration and performance thereof. This resolution shall be in full force and effective upon signature and recordation.
This is one, no, just that little correction.
Yeah, they had a
that.
typo.
Okay.
When the ad sent it over to us.
Okay, that's outrageous. Is there a signature sheet that goes with it?
No, it's just,
This.
This would just be the
I make a motion to approve.
second,
Second.
and do your roll call.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Next thing on the agenda is first reading of ordinance number 2025-01. The clerk will do the first reading of that.
An ordinance requiring all documents provided for city council review be provided at least 7 days prior to the regularly scheduled meeting, whereas an agenda is prepared and distributed by the city clerk of London, Kentucky prior to each and every meeting, and whereas the city council is among the parties who receive the agenda prior to the meeting, whereas the city council receives supporting documentation regarding items to be submitted at the meeting for the council's consideration. Now therefore be it ordained by the City of London, Section 1, that any and all documents supporting items on the agenda to be considered by the London City Council shall be provided, along with the agenda, no less than 7 days prior to the regular called meeting. Any supporting documentation that is not provided 7 days prior to the regular called meeting will be tabled unless majority of council approve the late submission at the regular called meeting. Section 2, that all ordinances or part of ordinances in conflict herewith are repealed. Section 3, then this ordinance shall be effective upon publication.
Make a motion to approve.
Second,
I'll second.
do your roll call.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
Oh,
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Next thing on the agenda, we have first reading of ordinance number 2025-02. This is the ordinance establishing the meeting date and time and location of the London City Council. Clerk will read the ordinance.
An ordinance amending ordinance 2002-05 entitled, "An Ordinance Establishing the Meeting Date, Time, and Location of London City Council." Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of London, Kentucky as follows. The City Council of City of London shall hold its regular meetings on the first Monday of each month, beginning at 5:30 p.m. If that date is on a holiday when the city offices are closed, the meeting shall be held on the following day. The meetings of the City Council shall be held in the London Community Center located at 529 South Main Street in London, Kentucky, unless otherwise announced. This ordinance shall be effective upon date of publication. Any ordinance or ordinances in conflict herewith are hereby repealed.
I move to accept the first reading of ordinance 2025-02.
Second,
second.
do your roll call.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Next thing on the agenda is municipal order 2025-01, conduct of legislative body meetings. Clerk is not going to read this one, but you guys have this in your packet. What is the pleasure of the council on this?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, second,
I'll second.
do your roll call.
I think there's,
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
I move to amend.
Okay, we have an amendment on the floor. What is the amendment? Where's the Zoom right here, section C?
Yeah.
I move to amend procedure 3, section C. That we delete all of section 3. Excuse me, all of section C from procedure 3.
and what is that referencing?
That's referencing,
Meeting date, time, and location, and attendance, is that what you're referring to?
no, sir, that'd be procedure 3. Yes, in regards to physical and video conferencing, zooming in.
I think it's the little Zoom paragraph.
You're wanting to remove that portion?
Yes, sir.
It is page 6.
And
That will require all council members to physically be here in person to cast their vote.
Okay, so there's an amendment to the motion on the floor. Do we have a second on this amendment?
I second it.
Do your roll call on the amendment.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
yes,
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
So we are going to ask for a motion to move forward on this amended version of this ordinance.
Motion to move forward on the amended version.
I'll second.
And do the roll call.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
All right, next thing on the agenda is executive session. Is council still taking that, or?
Yes. I move to make an order to go into executive session.
Second?
I'll second.
Then do your roll call.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
We'll ask the public and all members of the media to exit the room, please.